Good day. Thanks for joining me. I'm Reed, back here at Orchestra Farm. I want to say thank you for pressing the like button that's there and subscribing to this channel, and any of the comments that are coming in. It's nice to be back here at Orchestra walking around. It's final days of August 2024, and one of my favorite things in life is being a father. And getting to witness the kids grow up, become adults. We're still a bit of ways away from that. However, my eldest is going into high school this year. I feel like by the time that your kids reaching high school age, they should be making a bunch of the decisions for themselves. And so, even though we've had her in basically just alternative schooling programs her whole life, she wanted to go to high school. And where we live here in Salt Spring Island, it happens to actually be a pretty good high school. And so yesterday, she and I went for her orientation and got to walk around the school a bit and find out where her classrooms are going to be and hear the spiel from the principal and stuff. And it's one of those things of, I don't want to be stuck in a building from 9 in the morning until 4 in the afternoon. But it's really not about what I want. Her life has her own path and her own things that she wants to accomplish, and if this is part of that, well, to me, it's a good thing to support her through that and just let her know when different things come up that she has different options. And to just keep being present for whatever comes up for her and offer whatever guidance or direction that I can based on what her unique needs and such are. And that's actually really fun, to just not have my own agenda, to see where she wants to go in her life. See a little bit of fennel, flower. This one's actually turning into seed. Yum. And it's not easy either. See them making decisions that I wouldn't make. But I think it's actually more important to be a supportive parent than someone who's trying to turn them into a particular direction or way of being. To which, it was funny because we had some time before the orientation, as we had loaded some sheep together for the abattoir at the farm here, and we ended up going for a walk in the local park. And I was explaining that, her mom and I are not part of the mainstream culture. And with that, I explained to her, I'm like, there's people who come from other countries in the world, and they come here to North America to create a different life for themselves. And, the parents will frequently still speak whatever their native language is, and they celebrate their cultures, holidays, and other things like that. And I was like, and then the kids coming from that same culture, maybe they don't speak English, or, do any of the usual things that they do in high school. And with that, there's like a run-up time that has to happen where they adapt and they grow and they evolve, and it happens at a different rate for the kids than it does the parents. And I was just like, if you think about it from that perspective, you can be a bit more at ease and with grace with yourself, and recognize that, like, you can adapt without changing the person that you are. And that's a really interesting concept, that we can adapt to the world around us without changing who we are, without losing the culture that we come from, with remembering our place from the world. And, over the course of multiple generations in a given space, well, then that just completely shifts and is a different thing altogether. And then I asked her, what are some of the morals and ethics and ways of being that we have that, you remember? Because she asked me, what are our cultural values and such like that? I'm like, you tell me. You're 13 years old, you should know. And most of it, I think, is actually universal stuff. Don't cause harm. Respect people. And then she got into a bunch of stuff relating to more of our spiritual life, respecting altars and celebrating the different Sabbaths and things like this. And I was like, oh, that's interesting to hear about from her perspective. So I wonder for you, what do you think your unique cultural values are? And how are your kids, if you have them, taking them on or being with them? Or are there cultural values that you came from that you want to leave behind? With that, thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, thanks for checking out the music links in the description, and have too much fun.